I really wanted to see the New Year's message from Yoshi P because I have not read it yet. I realize it's already January 5th, but I have not seen it. I know it exists, but for some reason I think I just got so wrapped up in preparing for Savage and everything else that I haven't had a chance to read it yet. So I'm going to read it right now. I'm going to look at it because I understand that if it's anything like last year's New Year's greeting, which I remember by heart, by the way, it was our progeny. Like within the New Year's greetings, they give a little riddle. Like there's a little poem that's hints, very mysterious hints about what to expect in the future story. And I remember the last one by heart because I was thinking of it so many times trying to figure out what Endwalker would be about. It was our progeny may never know, wherefore we look unto the sky, nor why we dig for truths below. We bear their scorn or watch them die. And that turned out to be from the perspective of, I guess, Charlian, I guess from Alphino's dad. Yeah, I think that's what it meant in retrospect. And so now it's crystal clear. But one thing that I didn't consider at the time when I was thinking about that poem was who is the perspective from? Who is saying this? And now I will think better. So for whatever is in the poem for today, we can remember that. Like maybe think about all the different characters that could be voicing this. So here it is. This is it. Can you see it? Yes. Okay, here we go. So I'm a little late on this, but it's okay. It says, hello, this is producer and director Naoki Yoshida. Wishing all of you Warriors of Light a happy new year. 2020 was a year... Wait a minute. 2020? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's wrong. I'm a little late. I'm more than a little late, it seems. I'm not gonna read. Okay. That's the wrong one. My bad. Okay, so New Year's greetings. Happy New Year to all you FFXIVers out there. Oh my God. Did he call us FFXIVers because he can't say Warriors of Light? Are we going to be called FFXIVers now? I hope not. That's horrible. This sounds horrible. This is producer and director Naoki Yoshida. Though we regrettably had to delay Endwalker by 2 weeks right before it was originally slated for release, it was on December 7th that the expansion finally went out into the world, a conclusion to the saga of Hydaelyn and Zodiark, which began all the way back in 1.0. It's now been a full 11 years since I came aboard FFXIV, and I feel that I've put everything I have into this expansion. You have. Thank you so much, Yoshi P, for all you've done. Honestly, I really, really mean it. I'm certainly curious to know what sort of an impression it's left with you. Look, I can't start crying this early in the... Setting aside game content, the large influx of players around the world since mid-year and the impact of COVID-19 on the supply of server equipment have led to extremely long login queues. Is it just COVID-19 that affected the supply of the server equipment? Could it be that there is some other thing that's influencing the supply of the semiconductors? Okay, you know, we don't need to get into that right now. I'd like to sincerely apologize again. We're currently working to fundamentally address the situation, such as adding logical data centers and increasing the number of worlds in all regions, and we ask for your patience in the meantime. Now then, as its title suggests, Endwalker winds up the tale that has been woven since 1.0. However, FFXIV itself is far from over. This test is far from over. So you are resolved. But this test is far from over. And we have already begun creating new journeys for all, okay, Warriors of Light, or adventurers rather, to embark upon. Okay, listen, Yoshi P, we need to think of something. If you don't want to call us Warriors of Light, we need something better than adventures, right? Like maybe, I mean, I go with buns. You could use that. Not everyone is a bun, obviously, but everyone does have buns. So think of something. Think of something. As a matter of fact, just I was thinking about the next adventure. Not champion. Not champion. Okay. I noticed that a piece of paper had been left on my desk, and what should be written on it but another poem. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited about this, because this is going to be the hint of what to expect in the next expansion. So wanes the moon before the sun. Its journey ended, home at last. So look we now to days ahead, unfettered from our trying past. Unfettered from our trying past. From the memoirs of a reconciled man. So wanes the moon. So the moon is going away because he's talking about, well, the Endwalker moon story. That's done, right? No more moon stuff, like major moon stuff. Before the sun. So maybe we'll go to the sun next. Yeah, okay. It's the moon's journey ended, home at last. Wait, but the moon is a space station. So if it goes home, then it doesn't have a home, really. So wanes the moon before the sun, its journey ended, home at last. Okay. Maybe we'll use the moon as a space station and drive it into the sun. So we'll just get rid of all of that. So look we now to but get all the loporits out first. So look we now to days ahead, unfettered from our trying. This doesn't tell us anything. This is even more vague than the one from last year or 2 years ago. Whatever. It doesn't. Whatever the time has been since the last one. It was last year, I think. Unfettered from our trying past. That just means like we're done with the old story and this is new. Or maybe it means that we will use the time machine to go to a new future. We're just leaving this timeline. I'll just leave it behind, and we'll go to the new one where everything is good and nothing bad ever happened. And like anytime anything bad happens, we can just go to a new timeline where nothing bad happened. So actually, that's the way that we can have that paradise continuing forever. Because I think there's an infinite number of timelines that you could transport yourself to. Anyway, that doesn't tell us anything. Okay, so that was way less enlightening than I thought. Do you have any theories? Do you think if you line the first letters of the poem, S-I-S-U, sis, what is that? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's not helpful. It's not helpful. Having welcomed the dawn of rebirth, taken to azure skies, liberated a land stained crimson, restored darkness to a light-flooded world, and now standing with the waning moon at their backs, our adventurers set their sights on a new beginning. Well, that's my take on the words anyway. Oh, okay, look, he literally just explained it. So I wasted all my time trying to... Maybe there's not a hidden meaning here this time, y'all. Like, maybe it's literally just what it is. The moon is done, and now we're gonna have a new story. Like, maybe it's not as complicated as I'm trying to make it. FFXIV has surpassed 10 years of operation, a goal that all MMORPGs should aspire towards. And now we set our sights on 10 more. Only 10 more? The first step in this new leg of our journey is patches. I mean, at a certain point, they need to make a new one. But it better have bunnies in it, okay? So after this 10 years, if they want to make a new one, it needs bunnies in it. I'm saying that now. The first step in this new leg of our journey is patch 6.1, ahead of which we'll take the opportunity to share our plans for FFXIV's future. Please look forward to it. What? Ahead of which we'll share our plan. So are we talking about the next live letter? At the next live letter, are they going to tell us about the new first step in this new leg of our journey? We are going to the future. Yeah. We are going to the future at a normal pace. It's crazy to think that 2022 marks my 12th year as the helm of FFXIV. Sometimes I can't help but be amazed that I haven't gotten bored with it. Honestly, same. Like, I haven't been working on Final Fantasy 14 for 12 years and nowhere near like the level of stuff that Yoshi P has to do for this game. But I'm a content creator and I completely focus on this game for my job. And I am also sometimes amazed that I'm not bored with it at all. Like, I am still super hyped and excited to play this game. But there's so much more I want to achieve with FFXIV. Oh, how about a workable glamour system? Like, before we set our sights too high, maybe we can have like a normal glamour system. That would be a pretty big achievement, in my opinion. As I previously said, I consider it my life's work. Hell yeah. And I hope to continue developing and growing the game with you all. Look, I'm here for the long haul as well. You are gonna see me again, hopefully, Yoshi P, in an interview. Endwalker is the culmination of everything we've built up for 11 years, and I'm well aware that it will be extremely difficult to surpass. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody expects the next expansion to, like, be better than Endwalker. I don't know anybody that expects that. We do tend to have high expectations, and I have high expectations for next week, but we need to be reasonable, okay? Because Endwalker is a culmination, like he said, of 11 years of build-up. And that's just gonna be more impactful than a brand new story. But I know that they can create a fantastic story. It's just like, you know, you look at the final season of a show that was really, really good, and you look at the first season, final season is gonna have more emotional weight, but the first season can be very engaging as well. I mean, you look at a show like Breaking Bad, first season was incredible. And you immediately, like, you're drawn in by the characters. Oh, I'm getting way off track. Okay, let's just continue. But just like your adventures, and the efforts of the development and operations teams will continue to build on our wealth of tales, experiences, I don't know if I said it like that, experiences and emotions, and endeavor to reach new heights, higher and higher. Again, I wish you a happy new year, and thank you for your continued support. Oh, what a cute picture. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it's Yoshi P in his cool kimono that I've seen him in at FanFest. Yeah, I went to FanFest in 2019 and I saw him get on stage in this same tiger kimono and he was singing and it was actually really, really cool. It was awesome. There's a lot of things that made me really happy in this letter. Like him saying, again, like he says this in almost every interview now, FFXIV is my life's work. I'm here for the long haul. I can't wait to do the next 10 years. And that is all music to my ears because I'm sure that, well, we don't have to talk about that. No one else can replace him. He has to be at the helm. He has to continue leading this game into the brighter future, bigger and brighter things. I'm so curious. I'm literally dying with curiosity to know what, I think probably it will be the New World stuff. I was in Labyrinthos, I was doing a Fate, and I saw that there was like, we were fighting some creatures and it said, oh, these were creatures brought in from the New World. And I'm thinking, oh, we've gotten a lot of New World hints lately. Like, we've been hearing a lot about it. So I feel like that might be where we go. But I mean, places are one thing. Guessing at where you're going to go is one thing. But guessing at how the adventure could unfold is something completely different. I mean, if we really going to embrace this aspect of you being an adventurer, like, is this going to be like, feel like more like a D&D adventure? Are you going to be able to make up your own, like, will your choices have more impact on the story? Like, could they introduce some kind of a alignment system? Actually, that's a horrible idea. But maybe not. What if you could have choices that would affect some kind of alignment that you have, and you would have different steps along the way to your main story quest? Like, you would have a different series of events leading to the same conclusion because of your... I feel like that might be way too much work for them to implement, because already the main story quest takes up a colossal amount of their resources. So I feel like making multiple pathways depending on choices you make, that might be a bit much for them. But I'm just trying to imagine, like, how can we embrace the adventurer thing?